Hello, another video. This is quite a short one, and it's just basically what I got at Salute this year. Managed to rein myself in. I could have probably bought a load of stuff, but it all just adds to the lead pile of shame. So I was reasonably happy with not going too crazy. Just to reiterate again, excellent show this year. Met a lot of people, subscribers, who said lots of nice things about the channel, so that's always pleasing, and really nice to meet and chat to people who who watch the channel. So that was great. So anyhow, we'll get down to the workbench and we'll have a look at this stuff. So Empress BDR 70. I'm at a look at this. We'll get rid of the bits and bobs. I think there's many bits in. Chop of that. The nice thing about these is they come in, it's not like building a kit. They come in just big blocks. Big block of resin, that's the hull. They're nicely, Empress models are always nicely detailed, and normally things like the wheels and the tracks are sort of fairly plug in and fit fairly well. I think that's going to be, looking at this, that's going to be the case with that. Yeah, they go on there. 8 wheels, nicely cast. Not really much more to say. As I mentioned, I wanted 3. I stupidly didn't pre-order them, and Paul had 2 in stock, so I'm going to have to order the 3rd one online. Little bit of cleaning up, but nothing major. And as I said, the nice thing about you're not blinking constructing it, which was the main thing. So you got the main hull, the wheels and the turrets in there. Yeah, that's the turret. Nice low profile turret. And then you get a little bag of the metal bits, which is the gun and headlights, stuff like that. All in all, looking forward to doing them, and they'll be a good addition to me Russian forces for Chechnya. When I was at the Empress stand as well, I saw these wall sections, which I'll show you here. And obviously, the first thing that immediately sprung to mind was Hue, the moon gate. Again, really nicely cast in resin. I think they're about £4 a pop, so they're quite reasonable. Nice pantiles on. I'm going to use these to sort of join maybe buildings. They do obviously a complete section, a couple of different gates, and then they do a couple of destroyed sections, so I just got one of each. Really nicely done, and I think they'll work really well with the hair setup. And as me and Alex mentioned, we've been watching Shogun series, which has got what sort of interest peaked in Test of Honor. I saw this. I've been looking at this for a while. I'd never actually saw it, but when I had to check the figures, they're really quite nice. As with normal with the Test of Honor stuff, you get the relevant rules, the relevant cards rather, for the system. Some MDF bases in there if you want to use them, and the figures are really nice. I particularly like this guy here with the musket aquabus. They are really nicely done. I'm not looking at them. I'm not sure whether they're to be honest, whether they're 3D sculpted. Having said that, if they are, they're really nice. I've got the look to be a similar design to the free figure that you got with the original rules, sort of a Ronin in sort of everyday clothes. Really nicely done. I think they'll paint up well. And I like this set with just the more unusual things. There's a sort of a watchman there with a lantern, or a policeman, whatever he is. This is a sort of a Ronin. His sword arm's separate. He's got his sword down. And the other guy, there's a sort of a workman with a hammer. A really nice sort of hostess figure with the, as you can see there, she's got a small, is it a tanto, the Japanese version of the long knife, hidden behind that. And then there's a sort of a peasant guy walking with a stick, which is obviously always useful. So all in all, pleased with those nice figures. See how they go. And these are another company that I hadn't sort of come across before, Debris of War. I bought a few packs of their stuff. They do stuff to sort of lie around on bases. Pack of mattresses there. Obviously, I'm going to be putting these on the where things just to clutter the place up a little bit. So a pack of them. They did a pack of rubbish bags. I'm not sure how modern the sort of the black bin bags are, but I'm sure we can use them. If they're not suitable for where, we can use them for something else. $4.50, so you know you can buy them in resin. You can make them, but it's just, to my mind, it's just less hassle just buying them. Got those. They did this big sack of sort of urban debris. There's all sorts in there, wheelie bins, which I can use for the modern stuff, chairs, sofas, more bin bags, just unusual stuff that I would fanny on here just trying to make, and it's casting resin. They're just much easier. And the other things, I got this, which look quite useful, ventilation systems, so things for roofs, just unusual extra details to add to kits. And then I picked this up because I thought, oh well, you can have a washing machine, a fridge, to just shove on a building somewhere. And as regulars will know, I've gamed with Dead Man's Hand, the original system, since it came out. This is the Redux version, the upgraded second edition, if that's the right term. I didn't buy the big starter pack because I've got a lot of this stuff. So basically, it was just the rule book. With the rule book, you get the new cards. I'll do maybe a bit of a better flick through on this, but what I would say, I've been through it and it's extremely nicely produced inside. Just really full colour throughout, very nicely done. So I picked obviously a set of the rules up. I had a look at the other stuff, so I picked up this is sort of a street scatter sprue that they do, which is again similar with the Debris of War stuff. Just nice to put on bases, lots of useful things, barrels and boxes and cases and wheels, axes, just a really useful little set of sprues. And I also picked up, this has been out for a little while, I think a few months, the general purpose wagon. I did have a look at the buildings. we'll have quite a few anyway, and it just really, to be honest, it wasn't really necessary for to pick some up. Having said that, I had a look at them and they do look really nice, injection molded, very nice, good detail on them. So certainly I think if you haven't got any buildings, the Great Escape Games one will definitely be worth having a look at. Again, bit of a book off, that's the right term. I've got quite a few of these. These are the AK guides. They're about a tenner each. They're up to about 11 or 12 guides now, just picking on subjects. Really good value, and they're very nicely produced. Again, I'll do maybe a bit of an in-depth look at these later on. So these are two that I've been wanting to get for a while. So buildings and dioramas. Obviously, they're designed sort of around 1/35th modeling, but all of the techniques are readily suitable for, if you're into 28mm or even smaller scales. The techniques transfer over fine. So I got that, and this, which I've been wanting for a while, the realistic wood effects, just all in colour, full colour throughout, and there's some loaded with excellent information. So I saw these on the, I can't remember which, but it was one of the main booksellers who get the salute, picked these up. And again, I'll be doing maybe a bit of an in-depth flick through later. So this is a very nice miniature, courtesy of Simon, who we met, as I've mentioned, at the when I was at the Queue for Empress. It's a figure from back in the day when New Hope Design, which was a company based up in Rothbury in Northumberland, they used to produce figures from each Osprey Men-at-Arms that was issued. So this figure's a classic figure from Men-at-Arms 133, which is Battle for the Falklands Land Forces, and it's a 3-para Tom in the classic pose, leaning forward on his SLR with the the Para SAS Bergen on. As you can see, the figure comes. It's this part still unopened. They're all the bits and pieces. The Bergen straps are separate. The SLR, the Trilux sight, and the shovels in two halves to go behind the side pocket of the Bergen. And here we have the instruction sheet, which obviously Simon's been doing a little bit of work on, I'm assuming. And as you can see, they're Rothbury. It's a long time, I think, since Pussy was a kitten that they've been up there. I don't know when the company finished. Also, actually, as a matter of interest, they also did the GHQ micro armor up there as well. So this one's that guy there, the Private 3rd Battalion, the Parachute Regiment. Mike Chappell did the artwork for the book. Absolutely cracking piece of work. Really, really good. He was, as I say, a classic author, but it's really kind of Simon, and I'm really looking forward to getting doing some work on it. Right, there we are. As normal, any questions, shout up. If you're new to the channel and you're not already a subscriber, please have a think about subscribing. You can do that from the main channel page, or alternatively at the end of the video in the bottom right hand corner there's a button, an Empress 20mm modern British infantryman. If you click on that, you're subscribed. So coming up next, the main thing with Salute for me was that wonderful display game, Saigon 1968. It really inspired us, to be honest, to get cracking and do a lot more work on the way buildings. We don't need that many, as I mentioned before. We're just going to have a sort of maybe a 4 foot square area, clutter up with buildings, so we'll easily be able to lose our figures in there and maybe get some good gaming in. So that's what will be coming up next. I've been working on some 10mm Falkland stuff. I wanted to do a sort of a regimental aid post area, so I'm knocking up a couple of the Pendragon 10mm BV202s, the bandwagon snowcat thing. So that's just about finished. So we'll maybe get that video pronto as well. So once again, just thanks very much indeed for watching. It's really appreciated. Thanks for all your support. Any questions, drop them in the comments. We'll see you next time.